Morning, y'all. Just Mike 22 coming to you guys from my little vegetable garden this morning. As I come out and check on my tomatoes and stuff, I just picked some blueberries off of my blueberry plants yesterday. Man, they were good. And I got a watermelon, just about doubled in size since yesterday, but it's only like that big now. It was about the size of a grape yesterday morning. So oh wow, there's another one it looks like. But at any rate, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of minutia to have to try and weed through. And sometimes it seems impossible, like it's an unsurmountable hill. And I don't know how to get people to start looking for yourself, start doing your own research, read some articles. I mean, I can sit here all day and make, videos telling you guys what's going on, but it's not going to do any good. Okay? I had people telling me what was going on. I didn't care. It didn't matter. I was just worried about me and mine and what I had to do, and never connecting the two. And it was when I started looking into these things myself and seeing that people aren't just saying these things. You can literally go pull up articles, videos of people doing things, saying things, and it's there. I mean, it's cold hard facts. You can't get away from it. And this is, I'm going back to, in some cases, 2016. It's just, it goes back farther than that. But I'm thinking about a specific situation right now, and I'm not going to, you can look at my last video, I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I'm not just re-espousing things that I heard from this person or that person. I watch a lot of people, a lot of creators. I tune into a lot of different sources for news content. Main reason being, the mainstream media is a parrot, or a group of parrots, and you don't need to watch multiple different news corporations to get the scoop. Pick one. If you want to pay attention to the mainstream media at all, pick one and get used to the people that are on there and listen to what they have to say, and then go research stuff. Go see if what they're saying about the topic is what's real, or if they're just feeding headlines or trying to get reactions. You have to go look into these things yourself. You can't take the mainstream media or any alternative news source or any of that. You can't take it for heart. You have to take it with a grain of salt, because it's all agendized. Everybody has sponsors, people that pay the bills, and they're beholden to them. They have to say or do what's in the contract. They can't vary. Truth be damned. So if you don't do your own research, if you don't go look into it yourself, then you're just blindly following. I have some out there theories about a lot of different stuff. There's no denying that. But they're my theories, and I formulated them on my own because I've gone out and searched for this or that regarding this topic or that topic, and try to inform myself. So that is my recommendation to everybody. Formulate your own opinion. It doesn't matter if your opinion is the same as mine. It should be your opinion. Right? And then see, what's really awesome is when I take my opinion and you take your opinion and we have a discourse about it. And if we're both open-minded and we're both wise individuals, we're both going to glean something from it. So, healthy debate is necessary. Arguing, insulting, even being physical, it's not going to solve anything. Because once all of that settles down, once the dust settles down and, you know, the last unconscious person is picked up, the problem is still there. It requires a healthy debate, a healthy discourse. That's what it requires. You don't have to, you don't have to believe me. That's not opinion. That's fact. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone's got one. But I don't have the right to diss you about your opinion, and you don't have the right to diss me about mine. If you want to talk about it, maybe try to come to some kind of understanding as to where I might believe I'm right and you're wrong, and you might believe you're right and I'm wrong. Hey, that's one thing. A healthy discourse, because guess what? I might learn something from you. You might learn something from me. And then together we can make things better. But the operative word there is together. As long as you want to be on the side, any side, I don't care. You pick a side, and whatever side of whatever it is, you're picking sides. You're not being healthy. You're being part of a mob, part of a hive mentality, groupthink. Look, nature is beautiful. It provides. You have to care for it. You have to take care of it. You have to monitor it, right? Make sure that the critters stay out, the fungus and all that stay out. It requires care and dedication if you want to reap the benefits. Don't you see the correlation? Human beings have a symbiotic relationship. I can spend 98% of my time alone and be just fine, but I still have to have that 2% minimum, maybe a little more, interaction with others. It's required. It's unhealthy to not. And there's only a very few people in this world that can make it under those conditions. Being alone all the time. Being alone is healthy though, because it helps you have time to think, and it helps you have time to decipher your own mind, to understand yourself, where you're going and where you're coming from. Because that's the first step. If you don't understand that, you can't help anybody else understand it. And what I mean by that is you can't help anybody else understand where you're coming from. Although you may be misguided, you may be wrong, your opinion could have been misinformed or disinformed. It happens daily, and what happens every second. Especially nowadays, you got, deep fake technology and AI and all of these things that for decades, a century now, almost, media has existed. When I say media, we've had radio, we've had photography, right? That stuff is over 100 years old. Videography is soon to be, if it isn't, well, it may actually be now at 100 years old. I believe it was in the 20s when they started doing the little silent shorts that could be seen in theaters. So videography is about a century old as well. We've all become accustomed to trusting something that's on a screen, because for decades, in general, what was broadcast was mostly trustworthy. Very little agenda and propaganda inserted. But nowadays, that isn't the case. Just once, if you don't do it regularly, just once, tune into the local morning news. I want you to count the number of pharmaceutical ads that play in a 30-minute segment. That's 2 commercial spots. Count how many ads play in that 30-minute segment. It may be 3 commercial spots. At any rate, just count them. Watch the evening news and look at the ads and see what they're targeting the ads towards there. And then again at the late night news. They target different audiences because they know different age groups in general are going to be awake and watching the news at different times. And those news corporations are beholden to those people that they're vested in, or that have vested in them, right? They're sponsors, the people that they play the commercials for, that pay them for their airtime for that commercial. If you want us to pay you for an ad, then you need to make sure your topic runs along these lines. Behind the scenes, behind closed doors, these are the meetings they have, the discussions they have to set up their contracts and who's going to do what and who's going to pay what, and then they're beholden. And then it of course gets broadcast across the air, and the general average consumer just sucks it up. I know you're watching me through a screen if you catch this video, but this is where it's at, right? Out here, being amongst nature, amongst the plants and animals, and reconnecting. You have to have that reality in life. Because see, there is plenty of fake. And if all you do is sit behind a screen or in front of a television set or whatever, you're holding your cell phone all day, wrapped up in the fake, and you're never consuming any real, remember something for me. The old adage, you are what you eat. You are who you hang out with. Remember those 2 things. Hardly any of us are consuming truth. Most of us are consuming propaganda, agendized tripe. I yearn for authenticity, real, right? Tangible. I'm really going to enjoy eating these tomatoes when they ripen up, when I get to pick them. This bad boy is so tall. Got some pepper plants putting out peppers. Guys,
gals.
Get outside a little bit. The sun ain't gonna kill you. The bugs won't kill you. And there's things you can do to mitigate bugs. So the only excuse is between your ears. Anyhow, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Get outside and reconnect. Just Mike 22.